Throughout various Lands games, there has been a lot of exploitation, some of which lead to game-breaking moments.
There it is. Hey!
And others actually lead into some of the most interesting build ideas that I have ever seen. And Wonderlands is no exception. This game is packed with some of the weirdest and the most broken interactions that I have experienced in any Lands game, ranging from infinite damage to way you can one-shot any bosses. In this video, I will show you of the interactions so that you can integrate them into your builds. This list is in no particular order, and before the video starts, it would be greatly appreciated if you could like as well as hit the sub button if you haven't done that already. Comment down below what you think. Let's get it. So we start with the interaction that in my opinion is the pinpoint the strongest one in this game, and it has to do with two things. Spirit Swarm, which is the Black Collar class capstone. What it does is that when you deal stated damage or you are applying dot, it will summon an orb around the damage enemy that deal a percentage of the stated damage or dot that you have dealt. And because it is a percentage, your global damage and stated damage buff is getting applied twice to your damage. What I'm trying to say is that the orb most of the time will deal more damage than the dot that you have applied. And keep in mind, because this will become very important later. Moreover, despite having a time limit on how long the orb exists, you can prolong this by applying a stronger and stronger dot, which means create a stronger and stronger orb. And this is when the second component comes in, Babylon, an amulet you can get by doing the Glutton Gamble Mirror DLC. What it does is that when you apply crossbow to an enemy, there is a chance that the crossbow will ricochet to another enemy, dealing 100% of the damage, and also reapply any damage buff that you have to the ricochet. Okay, having explained the two main things that you need, you probably wonder how does it work. Well, let's put this into practice first. So I'm using the Volunteer Safe made by Ancient Rune. You should really check him out. He also made a lot of Wonderlands build and showcase a lot of interaction. Link will be down in the description. The gear setup is pretty simple. You only need a gun that apply dot, which is the White Rider in this case. I'm using a Fionort gun with wings in order to apply a lot of crossbow. Honestly, you can use any gun that apply crossbow. I just find it to be the most efficient. And obviously I'm using the Babylon and spiking into Spirit Swarm. Let me show you how its interaction works very quickly. So we have Salissa, the boss. What you want to make sure is that there are a lot of enemy around her. So here, like this. First of all, you want to shoot her to apply dot, and when the orb appears, you want to throw a lot of gun with wings out in order to apply the crossbow. Then the Babylon will proc. And in this case, it doesn't work because all the enemy around her disappear. But don't worry, you can just try again. As you can see there, the Babylon actually proc, and you can clearly see that the Spirit Swarm damage increased very significantly, because what happened is that the Babylon is actually reapplying the damage that the Spirit Swarm is dealing, and the Babylon crossbow can also dot, and that dot can also block another Spirit Swarm. And you can see it is an infinite loop, and it changes over and over, and so you can technically reach infinite damage if the condition is right. But one downside, as you can see there, is that this is pretty random or RNG based, and you also need a lot of mob around the target that you want to kill, so this is a lot better when you are mobbing. For the second one, the instruction is actually discovered by me and I have made a build around it. The video showcasing it is actually the most viewed one on my channel, so this means a lot to me. Okay, enough bragging. What you need in order to pull this off is pretty simple. First, you need to spike in place the angle, which is a small wooden capstone. It says that whenever you crit with your gun, there's a chance the bullet will ricochet to another enemy, dealing a percentage of the damage and reapply some of your damage formulas, and they can repeat up to 3 times. Now, because this is a ricochet skill, normally you will need a huge mob crowd in order for this skill to shine, otherwise place angle is pretty useless. But what I have discovered is that you can use the marshmallow spell. You know, the one that actually summon a marshmallow spell when you cast it. Now you can use this to stick a marshmallow onto the enemy, and the game will treat it as 2 entities for the Plazy angle to prop up. So the marshmallow basically turns Plazy angle from a non-single target friendly triple dip skill into a friendly one, which is huge. If you don't already know, double dipping is already compatible at endgame, but triple dipping is literally in the broken territory, so you often see very big number when playing with this interaction and you end up one-shotting a lot of big bosses. As a stuff you will need is obviously a gun that can proc lazy angles, which is a lot. Yeah, the interaction can work with a lot of guns. But the best one to use with have to be the torque stickies like the Sword Explosion. The only gun that you can use in this case is the White Rider, because I don't think it can proc Plazy angle. You will also need From the Shadow, which is a Starbomancer action skill, so that Plazy angle can proc more consistently, otherwise you will have a very hard time getting the interaction to work. I mean, I have tried some variation where I don't use From the Shadow and they just doesn't seem worth. Also, with From the Shadow, you are also dipping crit damage formulas, and you can get a lot of that stuff from like the Protagonist Amulet, and this is a setup that I think is the most optimal when using Candy Ball. So have fun. For the last one, I have decided that I want to show an interaction that is somewhat unpopular among Wonderlands players, despite the fact that it is quite a simple setup. First thing you will need for this interaction is any melee weapons with the Echo Heal mod. What Echo does is that whenever you swing your weapon toward an enemy, you would repeat a percentage of all non-melee damage that you have dealt in the previous 10 seconds onto them. Similarly, we have Plague Storm, which is a light color action skill, and we want to focus on the elemental bolts here that also repeat a percentage of all damage that you have previously, but only for non-ability damage. If you can put 2 and 2 together, the two mechanics can actually infinitely change with each other, creating bigger and bigger spike of damage. Since both Plague and Echo also reapply a limited range of the damage formulas. However, Echo damage in non-elemental isn't any type of damage at all, and the damage percentage is quite low, so it will require a lot of formulas for this to pop up. I would recommend the box blade build that I have made a video about, link in this description. It uses Berserker for its great damage formulas, such as Icebreaker, the Away, and generally great melee utilities. In order to start this trend, you can simply activate the Plague Storm action skill, make sure the enemy is within the range of your clown, and spam swinging at them until either the bolt or the echo kill them. It will ramp up pretty quickly, and I think you will have a lot of fun doing this interaction.